in Align, when you're in the section list page, you're going to have a list of every single section you'd be offering for that upcoming term, barring that you're not going to change anything in terms of when sections are offered, how many, all those kinds of pieces. But ultimately, one of the factors you need to take into consideration is going to be student conflict risk. So if you tab over and click conflict, what you're going to see is a heat map of the most risky times to offer a course and the least risky times to offer a course as it relates to the other courses that the students need in that upcoming term you're planning for. So to give you an example, we can come into this History 1302 course on the Mahomes campus in our demo site, and we have the ability to come in and see when all those sections are scheduled at this point in time, even multiple ones that are out there at 10 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, probably for a lot of campuses, a very prime time window to schedule. We can also see, hey, on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 9:30 and noon, those are very risky times to schedule a class like this because there are other sections of other courses that students need to take offered during those times. Now, which students do you ask? Well, the students that actually lend to those 352 seats needed or that predictive student demand. So if I were to come over here and see, all right, well, we've got this 9:30, let's see what else is being offered. We can actually click in, and with this lens, we're able to see those other courses that the students that need this History 1302 course, or as an option at least in this upcoming term for those students, the other courses they need to take, right? And so we can come in here and see, we've got 117 students with demand towards History 1301. We can see there is a section offered during that time period. Now, in the case of this, we can see how many total History 1301 seats we're offering and how many total sections we're offering. So for 16 sections, probably a fair bet that you're going to be okay not offering this course and this section of this course in conjunction with the time period that this History 1301 course is also being offered. But that said, if we scroll down, we'll see this one only has 11 sections for Music 1306. And if we go even further, we can see other courses that have even fewer sections. This one has 10, and 6 of them are cross-listed and scheduled at the same time during that period. So the idea of those 31 students that have demand towards Sociology 1301 and also have demand towards History 1302, there may be a higher risk of conflict for those students, meaning they might bottleneck. When they go to register, they might have to choose, which they shouldn't have to, but might have to choose between Sociology 1301 and History 1302. And that's just a choice they shouldn't have to make. So in the planning phase of your schedule rollout, this tool, this conflict risk heat map, allows you to make smart decisions as you're figuring out when to plan your courses in relationship to the students that actually have demand towards those sections. And so as we come out here, you'll see there maybe even be some examples where there are less than those 10 sections. I have seen examples where there are 4 or 1 section. So if you think about this one section for Biology 2420, those 17 students need Biology 2420 in this upcoming term. This is the only option for them. So if that time period was the only option for History 1302, they'd be stuck. They'd be bottlenecked. They'd have to make that choice. And that's just a choice that students shouldn't have to make. So in using this conflict risk heat map, you have the ability to get insights into the win based off of the student demand and able to really plan out when you offer those sections in relationship to all of the other courses and the sections offered of those courses that students need in an upcoming term. In addition to that, you have the ability to come in and filter that by pathway. So if you want to get a more scoped lens into when the best times are to offer for certain pathways, you can also do that. I could come in and choose my psychology pathway, and it would then refresh my conflict risk heat map and show me the best times for those students along those pathways. And I could click in and see 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Probably for a lot of campuses, an opportune time to teach a class, at least based off of the demand for the students. But you can see all those same data points on that lens, but now we're just looking at those students that are in that psychology pathway. So the student conflict risk, like I said, gives you a scope, a lens into the best times to offer a course in relation to student demand, all other factors not considered. So the instructor preference, instructor availability, those sorts of things, room availability even, not a factor right now when we look at this conflict risk, but this is really predicated upon the fact of best times to offer in relation to the other courses that are next up for the students that have demand towards, in this case, History 1302.